Morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. We'll start here in 2 minutes, guys. Good morning. What's up? Morgan Oliver on YouTube. Yeah, I'm surprised you guys have power, Owen. That's a lot of weight. How much snow did you get? What's up, Dave? What's up here? Guys, just so you know, I broadcast simultaneously on Instagram and YouTube. If you prefer the wide format, you can jump over and follow me at Student Alpha on YouTube. Get a full view of the charts. And we'll start in about 30 seconds, folks. What's up, Anika? What's up, Darren? Yes, sir. Yep. Orem should be good. We'll talk about it here. Maybe we need a bar room also, Anika. All right. Good morning, guys. Happy Monday, the 23rd of February. No catalyst drops today known, but expect a potential Trump tweet anytime. We got some stuff going on with the cartels in Mexico. We have some pending stuff with Iran. So unfortunately, guys, we are trading in Trump's landmine field. So you should always have a stop loss and a trade plan in place to protect yourself. But in times like this, we could get a catalytic drop anytime. So please protect your trade. This week is also March's expiration for metals. It's what, if you've watched any of my reels, if you've been in any of my Zooms, you watched any of my recordings, you know that this week is key. Kind of still expect a short attack. We're going to talk about that. And let's get into it. So, but before I do, peace with Iran shoots indices up, metals down. War with Iran shoots indices down, metals up. Remember that. All right. If you have questions or tickers, you can throw them in the comment box, and I'll get to them here shortly as we continue on. All right. So the NYMO oscillators, guys, are neutral at 12. VIX is at 19. So what that means is a synthetic, the 30-day synthetic of this product here, the S&P 500, is at very decelerated buying. Once it goes from 19 to 20, 20 starts selling. 30 is massive panic. If a dirty nuke is used, or a tactical or nuke is used at all in Iran, you're going to see that bad boy spike over 30. Initial war is bad for the stock market, good for long term. All right, there you go. From my experience. MES, the open price is above us at 69.18, high day 69.23, low day 69 or 68.67. We are long bias just above 68.92, but guys, we are zone oscillating with bullish intent since the Asian. So we have an upward trend here. You can see the matrix is calling all time frames under an hour bullish. So it actually gave a buy signal right here in the zone, right? And typically we're going to hit 10 points. One thing, the guys that trade with me, I don't necessarily like buy signals in red boxes, right? So we'll see. I want that red line to flip. And of course, trading my war room might help you with this, guys. RTY M2K, the Russell 2000. We have open price and high a day are the same at 26.66, low a day at 26.38, so a 30-point drop in the middle of the Asian session. The bias, we're very tight to bias, 26.52, and we're range bound between 2600 and 2700. And you can see the hourly bias is bearish right now. So technically we're heading for shorts, and that'll be below the VWAP, we'll call that. I think shorts and ES, even though it's looking a bit bullish right now, are going to be better. I mean, are better plays than longs. We'll see. Again, any tweet could shoot the direction today. Very tight bias on the indices. The NAS, same thing. Look, you see it's oscillating in this red box. Makes it difficult, right? So, actually, do I not have... Let's turn on the matrix. Let's turn on the matrix. There we go. There it goes. Had to kick on there. So open price is 25,033. High a day 25,060. Low a day 2807. And we're looking for shorts right here. So here's your key level short. Look at how this tapped that key level, guys, and then shorted down. What did that pay? 115 points. So we're looking through shorts through the bias line here at 24.9. We're going to keep an eye on this in the war room. So indices, we don't take the trade right off the bat. Unfortunately, we missed some, but I think it's safer to let the orders settle and open. Metals are bullish, and they've reloaded. So look at this, guys. They have reloaded. And we have our next... Where's my... where'd it go? I lost my green line. Holy cow, folks. So when you come to my war room, you have... I put all the key levels on. I don't know where it went. Well, I can throw it back on there. So, open and low a day are the same level. Shit, that's silver. That's why I don't have it on there. There we go. There we go. I knew I had it on there. It's like I'm starting to lose my mind. So our next buy signal is right here at 5173. You can see how the algorithm, the patented student alpha matrix, has called multiple buys, and there'd be no stop loss realized after those, right? This one would have paid. This one has not. We're going to lace and give that read multiple times, and we're going to get it again. See how the 5 minutes bearish, as soon as that turns bullish, we're going to get another signal, and it's going to happen right here at 51.71.5. If you don't have the matrix, guys, you can purchase it to put it on your charts. It's like having me trade with you all damn day. You get me at New York Open in the VIP, but if you want to trade, have me in your back pocket, then you buy the matrix system, because it sees what I trained it to see and how I built 7-figure accounts. But the buy, we're above bias, so we like this. This is looking like a buy setup, guys. Down below us, 5100 support, overhead 50. Look at the mean reversion here. Tapped 5200 almost to the number and paid 60. So technically there's a red box there. I'll draw that in for my war room. XAU is the same thing. If you want to see XAU, there you go. It hit 50. So you need to know the price difference between the two products. It's exactly 20 points. See futures here, 51.71. Spot's 51.51. So you just do the math, right? So all the numbers I talked about in futures, you just subtract 20 to know where spot is, and spot is the underlier. Silver. So the most notable thing on silver, guys, is we flipped, okay, that all-time high anchored view out. That's actually a good sign for bullishness to it. I had trade plans I put out that were a mean reversion short of that level, and then a couple buys at discounts. Then another trade plan, guys, would be to buy the retest to that level with a tight stop loss and try to run it back up. Although I did take this short, I let everybody know. I took this short right here going into the weekend with a tight stop loss. I was running it down to 71 and I was trailing it. So and it looked like that. So I took a loss here, right? It was like, I'm not upset. It was a very calculated trade. And you're like, oh, well, why would you short that? What are you thinking? Well, let me show you. How would that short have worked right there for you? How would the short right there at the all-time high anchored VWAP work for you? Look how low that went. Look at the short here at the all-time high anchored VWAP. So why would you not short the all-time high anchored VWAP? Right? That is a very key level. Now, once resistance is flipped, it becomes support. So we look to buy it. Although what I started to say is, guys, mark my words, there's another short attack coming, even though open interest has rolled. So it's going to lessen how strong the short attack is, and the imposed rules by the Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to lessen it. JP Morgan Chase and CME is going to try desperately to push that price down. Desperately, because they can't deliver. They can, but their vaults are damn near empty. So there you have it. That being said, a tactical nuke goes off, and I pray it doesn't. You're going to see that happen. All right. So that's silver because everybody asked me about it. No, I don't trade it right now. Intraday. I did trade it on that short-term swing, which I took a loss, and I'm perfectly fine with that because it was a solid trade plan. You guys, you hear what I said there? You have to train yourself psychologically that losses are good. It's part of the system, and you got to pay the system its percentages, right? Because if you look at that, as I showed you, 4 times it paid out of 5 times, and 1 time it didn't. That's 80%. Guys, that's fucking 80%. Right? All right. Platinum really biases at 21.72. I think I want to talk about this. Do you guys remember me screaming last week? Buy 2,000. Do you remember me buy 2,000 on a swing? I called for 100 points. If you stayed in it, you got 220 so far at the peak. Yep. All right, guys. Let me get your questions and tickers. See what you got. All right, YouTube. What do you got? Morgan, I didn't start trading silver. I only traded that all-time high anchor deal. That was my first silver trade in months. I think that was my first silver trade since December, actually. Because my broker pushed the price way up, and then the volatility, right? You got to know when not to swim in a hurricane, guys. Got a request for YM. It's the same as NASDAQ movement. Well, how's that for a chart? All right, so, why am I... Oh, I see what happened. Stand by. I need to switch this. Oh my, there we go. So, YM. All right, so we're above the daily VWAP. What you want to do is go out to the hourly, see what its attitude is. It is right at bias. Bias is 49,500. Your next buy opportunity, you do have green momentum, is it looks like it just gave that, actually, the buy. So your next buy opportunity is right there. So look for a VWAP test, and then you could potentially run it to this swing high. I would be careful this close to open, though. We could potentially sell down. But if you get a signal like this, VWAP cross, VWAP recross, cross. Look at this. Look, this signal here is extremely strong. Oh, there's 3 things going on right there. EMA cross, VWAP cross, momentum. Yeah, so if you get that signal, you can take it for about 200 points, which is what... look at this. You don't think the matrix is correct? As I sit here live, look what's happening as I sit here live. If you don't have matrix on your charts, guys, you're going to miss a lot. And what the matrix does, it increases your win rate by 20%. But most importantly, when you get that confluence of indicators, especially that green dot, my patented proprietary momentum system, it allows you to know how to let your winners run. Look, that candle was here, and look how far it's expanded. First week we launched it 2 weeks ago, our traders made over $50,000 with this indicator. But yet people don't want to pay to have it on their charts. It's fine. Target for platinum, $2,400 on platinum. I think it's what I saw. Well, I mean, 2,200, obviously 2,300 are psychological prices, but let me look what I saw. I think it was 2,250 is going to be resistance right now, right? Because that's the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's going to provide quite a bit of resistance. But once that flips 2,400 and 2,500, just go up 100-point steps. That's what I like to do with ES. There's a substantial amount of resistance here at this green line at 2,500. So, but in order to get there, we have to break 2,250. All right, good questions, guys. Instagram, what do you got? Oh, and you did lose power. We were projected to get a lot more than we got. So, yeah, Evie, the indices are a bit sluggish. Sunny Florida. Yep. All right, see what else you guys got. Any insights on UUU hasn't changed. Did you watch my weekend update, guys? If you don't watch my weekend update, it's the best 30 to 45 minutes you can spend on the weekend. And yeah, you can watch it faster. UUU, nothing's changed. Buy zone, 1950 to 2150. It's a cup and handle. Overhead resistance is this second high. So this first high is its support. This second high is its resistance. You can see, oh yeah, don't believe me? Look. The more it does that, it's forming what's known as a pressure cooker, and it's going to break out. Has a higher percentage chance of breaking upward and a lower percentage chance of breaking downward. So my trade plan is on the board. ONS. Algorithm says sell it. Let's look at it. Downside support is about 862. ONS is drone, isn't that drone? So let me get into it. Yeah, right now it's selling down. I'd wait for that, 860 to 875 support. All right, we did talk about XAU, but intraday support's 51.51. Your next buying opportunity is going to be right there around 51.53. This signal paid. This one has not paid, but we're going to interlace and get that. If you took this trade, you're not out of it yet. It's going to give the same signal. You're going to see that signal flash here and again. Yeah. It's beautiful. The matrix is a beautiful thing. I put a lot of time, effort in creating that thing. Let's see what else you got. Instagram. Guys, if I don't get to your question, you can go to my free Discord, link in the bio. You can tag me in a question, ask for a chart, and I'll answer you there. And let me see. Yeah, gold's probably going to be a buy again. Probably. I'll probably be on my birthday. All right. Request for copper. Right? So it's bearish right now. It's reaching for discount, but this discount level is 51.75. Remember the number $5.45 within a nickel of that is going to be an absolute buy. Overhead resistance is that all-time high anchored VWAP. You can see. Don't believe me? Look. So we need to clear that 583 number. And then it's 595 and 605 are the resistance points. All right, guys, I got to bounce. I got VIPs who pay to trade with me, New York Open. Listen, you can come trade with me for free this week. Just click the link in my bio, join my free Discord, trade all week for free, and see if it's of value to stick with us. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.